Anglers Extra.
Back out here on the diamond for Manager Show number 2, Josh Schaefer and Tom Holliday, as the Brewster Whitecaps visit Veterans Field for Game 1 of the East Division Championship Series. Coach, how's it going?
Good, hot.
It is very humid today. Now, you're seeing a team that you guys have seen so far this season but haven't had a whole lot of home success. What makes the Brewster Whitecaps such a tough team to beat here at Veterans Field?
The fact that you just got done telling me that we don't beat them here. It's all between my ears and yours. So we haven't beat them here, you know. And in fact, last night at 10 o'clock when you dropped that on me, you kept me up all night. And fact is, I cannot explain that, but it is weird that they beat us up here, we beat them up there.
Now, what do you think you guys have done so successfully against the Brewster Whitecaps this season, especially on the road? And how does that translate to the postseason?
The only thing I can come up with, Josh, on a serious note, is the fact that I think this is such a good hitter's ballpark that teams come in here and they like hitting here. And I've always said you got to protect your own territory, you know, and your ballpark is yours. And things like never allowing a team to come in and get comfortable when they play here. And, you know, does it hold true in the Cape Cod League? I would say yeah, because here they come in here and they really play loose. Over there, they've scored 1 run against us in 3 games, and they've been lopsided scores. At least here we battled with them a little bit, you know, but they're good. He has a great temperament with his ball club. He's not a rah-rah guy. His kids play under control, and they've gotten better. And what he didn't have early in the season, he went out and picked up. Of course, we've all lost players, but there's a reason why he won the championship last year. And again, you watch people like that, and you'll find out why his teams are successful. And they're very relaxed. And this is going to be a heck of a series.
Now, one of the biggest concerns for your team entering the first round of the playoffs against the Harwich Mariners is what your plan was for the bullpen. You know, you wanted to throw Manoah and Bergner early on, but we're kind of unsure what you wanted to do for Game 3. But it was the bullpen that really came out and did fantastic things against the Mariners in the first round. What did you think about the guys you threw out there late in games?
Wow. I mean, to think that both guys that closed those 2 games out were guys that we added like 2 weeks ago. And just acted like it was just another game, which is the way we try to play. We try to act like it's just another game. We try to act like it's just a game, period. And both those kids were relaxed enough to give us a boost out of the bullpen. Now, with that being said, we get Kyle Hurt back after being suspended for that opening series. And again, that's kind of a jolt, if you let it be a jolt, to lose your closer. And we had groomed him for the postseason because he's on a limited pitch count, inning count. And for those 2 guys to come out and do that for us, Dan Deneau and Martin, now we got 2 late guys that we feel good about. So tonight we come in and we got Belge and we use Hurt. And we're in good shape on his innings. And hopefully we don't need him for more than 2 innings, you know. And if Belge leaves after 5, we're going to have to bridge it to get to Kyle Hurt. But the beauty of it is you know, we're actually in pretty good shape coming in.
So one of the concerns for the first round was the bullpen. Now that doesn't seem to be a concern. So what is the plan for the starting pitchers for games 1, 2, and potentially 3 in this series?
Well, Tristan English, his last time out went 6, maybe best 6 innings of any starter, and took care of everything. And again, Tristan pitches better in a bigger ballpark. So it kind of rolls where we roll our lefty tonight, and the idea of trying to keep the ball in the ballpark. It's a lot easier to hit one out to right than it is to left. And tomorrow we go to a bigger ballpark, and we'll throw our control guy, you know, in English. And if there's Game 3, we'll go to Bergner. You know, Bergie calls me last night and says, or this morning, and says, Coach, I don't know what your plan is, but I'm planning on pitching Game 3 or Game 1 in the championship series. And I said, now that's off of our rest calendar. Are you sure? And you feel like you can go on 4 days? And he goes, yeah. I said, well, you know, 4 days in between really is good. So hopefully we don't have to play Game 3. That he would be in Game 1 of the next round, which is the championship round. So we could go Bergie, Manoah, and then bring Belge back in case there's a Game 3. So, you know, you kind of sit there and play with it on paper, and you can get pitching rich. But it can all blow up on you if you come out and somebody leaves early. So it's all about getting 5 or 6 out of your starter, and tonight we're going to look for that.
Well, Coach Jeff Belge has had some success for you this season, tied for second in the league in strikeouts, and he'll get the start today for the Chatham Anglers against the Brewster Whitecaps. Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
We'll send it back up to Cooper Boardman for more on the Anglers Extra Pregame Show.